Personalized repetitive transcranial magnetic stimulation, a non-invasive therapeutic approach to the treatment of PTSD and other neurocognitive disorders. Kevin T. Murphy, MD, Vice Chair, Department of Radiation Medicine, Applied Sciences, UC San Diego, Director, Pediatric Radiation Oncology Program, Rady Children's Hospital, San Diego. Wow. Yeah. So that's where you're going. You go down to San Diego, and what are they doing for you that gets you off of the antidepressants and gets you feeling better?
Again, like I said, there's all these different people in there. The man found the research on it by treating his own autistic kid, and you can see the before and after videos of this kid, and it's like, damn, okay. And then I brought my son in too because he has ADHD and he's off his medication now as well. So going in there, they do an EEG first, and like they can tell which parts of your brain are firing at what hurts, and seeing the congruencies and like how all of that is happening or not happening. Then they kind of prescribe these machines like on your brain that make these like electric impulses, but they're magnetic, to kind of speed up or slow down the different parts of your brain. So if the front of your brain is moving slower than the back of your brain, they're noticing obviously patterns with fighters, hockey players, football players, like people that are leading with their heads basically. And then with the veterans, there's like emotional things too, where I mean,
outbursts.
And then like having to compartmentalize as well. Like some of the shit they see should be upsetting. There's different ways that we can train our brain to drop things like that. And then PTSD is when it's involuntary and it all comes in and that. So I've been diagnosed with PTSD. I had walked in there with medication because of being depressed and the anxiety and all of that. Like, I don't know, it was hard to fall asleep at night. My memory was crap. And this is all, different stuff happening in all these other fighters that I know as well. Like I said, I've been trying things so much over the past few years that I get excited about, and either it works or it doesn't. And the point is now I found this and I feel better from this, but I was so excited about all these other things. Like I can't just start telling everybody of the new thing that I found because I've said that and been excited about like everything else. But this one.
What are the things you've been excited about?
Like the Equoscope.
There's so many things going on here. For me personally, so many things I've already said on this channel. Dr. Kevin Murphy, the man, the myth, the legend, the man who saved my life. Mindset in San Diego is the exact same place that I went to, that I was treated at. Depression, anxiety, PTSD, she mentioned. Poor sleep, the exact same things that I went there for. Last ditch effort from what it sounds like, and she tried so many things and just gave it one more shot and it worked. Cat Zingano, man, she's a badass, number one. I commend her for saying it on such a large platform. Talking about mental health, it's a tender subject. It's something that, number one, people don't understand, pretend not to understand, don't want to hear about, don't want to talk about, but it's real. And 3 out of 4 people suffer from it,
And so what do they do at Mindset?
So you sit in a chair, and they put this prescription in this machine, and the machine has kind of got like a arm that goes on a specific part of your brain, and you close your eyes and it sends these magnetic pulses into your head. And I mean, you don't feel anything. It's almost like you can hear what it feels like, but I don't know how to describe it. It's a sense. It's sensual, but it's not exactly hearing, and it's not exactly feeling.
But you can tell something's happening. Yeah.
And I mean, you leave the place after your treatment. Like I would go twice a day. It's 45 minutes away, both ways. So I'm driving a lot every day to go to do this because I want to give it a fair shot.
You do it every day?
I do. 45 minutes each way, twice a day.
Twice a day?
Yeah.
So you would spend 45 minutes
one way, go back, and then go back again, and then go back. Mm-hmm. Why don't you just fucking move closer to where the place is? Because the Alliance was down there. Oh, and damn. So I would drop my kid off at school. I would run, and then I would go there. I would do my treatment. I'd go back to practice down in southern San Diego. Then I'd get my son, and then we'd go up there for the afternoon session. And then I'd come back down, and we'd go to his sports, and then I'd have my second 2 a day.
Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Mindset, like I said, same place I was treated. My drive down there was an hour and a half. So I understand that struggle, man. But the best thing I ever did for myself, she spoke about the feeling of it and how it was something that she could hear and feel, or hear and not feel, right? Once I got down and I sat in the chair and I experienced exactly what she's talking about. The arm goes on, the pulses go in, and you don't feel it. It was just like, man, this is nothing. This is not a big deal. And even though I hate commuting, I drove down there 40 sessions, Monday through Friday. It's 30 minutes of just relaxing. When you're done, you get up, you walk out, you drive home. Another hour and a half home. I didn't do it down there, but I have done the 2-a-day schedule, and that is glorious because PrTMS is 40 sessions, right? 8 weeks, 9, 10, if you're doing the taper at the end. If you can't commit to that time frame and your brain will allow, you can do 2-a-day sessions. And like I said, it is glorious. Talk about a good night's sleep. You do a 2-a-day session. You're going to sleep.
That was the crazy thing, is I was feeling better.
What did the results feel like?
When I just walked in, like, God, like I couldn't sleep. I had anxiety. Like I had that startle effect going, like my memory was shit. And these are all things that I went to the UFCPI to talk to them about, because I'm like, I don't know what to do. So Duncan French, so he went to college and was he was at Notre Dame using this treatment with the doctor, Kevin Murphy, that runs the mindset. So he was like, this guy is doing a lot of things with people as far as brain health. He's like, go see them when you get back to San Diego. It's kind of far from you, but like, give it a shot, Cat. And I called the guy. I'm on the phone, super frustrated, like super like emotional. I'm like, I'm at my wit's end. Like I've tried everything I can think of, like holistic views, like chemical views, this, like everything. I mean, spending money out of my pocket trying to figure this out, because none of this is covered by the UFC, especially because, not something I claimed in a fight. Me having these like completely like specific things that are all on this was like, damn, okay. Like I didn't even want to see the EEG because I was scared, I was like, what if you can't fix me? And now I know all the shit that's wrong with me. Like that sucks. But then, they show you different EEGs and they show you they take it every single week. And so you actually get to see it, and you get to see the level that you were functioning at, especially the different parts of your brain. But then, and the thing is that's awesome about this is you get to keep the results. Like, unless you go do exactly what you did and go fuck it up again, like you get to keep it. It's not like this maintenance package, which is, a problem for these pharmaceutical companies. There's not a whole lot of retention on it, because once people get their brains functioning, as long as you're not sitting there hitting your head against the wall, like you get to keep feeling better. Like these veterans get to go back to combat or whatever it is their job is. Like we fighters get to go back. Football players get to go back.
This goes to another video that we shot on how TMS, and we're specifically talking about PrTMS with this, but how this is not just for depression, brain function, just the overall aspect of cognitive abilities, how it all works together. Again, pigeonholed into just depression and that's all this is for. Absolutely not, man. It's crazy to me because, number one, I've lived that life. Obviously, I've never been punched in the head to the limits that this woman has. But man, I've been knocked around, several concussions growing up, riding bikes, just being a boy. We had Craig, the NFL player, come in here, and talk about the benefits that he received. We damage our brains so many times and don't realize it. We don't acknowledge it. We don't give it the credit that it should be given. But not only that, for so long that there's really been nothing that we could do about it. But listening to somebody else say things that I say and explain how I feel and have felt, it's awesome to see. And it's funny to me that, I think you said before we started, this was 2018 that video came out, or that podcast was released, and you still don't hear about TMS and the benefits of it. And clearly, TMS helped that woman so much. Not only be a better human, but be a better fighter. For the last 40 years, TMS has been available to us, but you don't know about it. You don't hear about it. You don't realize the benefits that come along with it.
What is it doing? Like, how is it fixing you?
So one, I think there's something with what goes on in your brain with the thyroid stuff, with the endocrine stuff, is like getting your damage to your hypothalamus. The damage that comes to the hypothalamus, to the pituitary, to the your thyroid, all of that goes on there. Like that, they're saying that you can get it firing back at a level that it was before it got hurt. Like as long as the cells are still alive in it, they can re-energize those cells. Now, if you have like just a dead part of your brain, they're not bringing it back to life, but they can use these magnets to kind of fluff them back up, give them back their energy, their life, and put them back into a functional way that was something similar to you at your healthiest, and make it, not more or less durable, just back.
Right.
They mess with the levels because, again, they have to, like, if the back of your brain's running at 4 hertz and okay, 8 is technically where, like, you're sleeping, you're at rest. Like, there's part of your brains that could be under your resting hertz, right? While the front of your brain is running at 12. So that's like high anxiety, but like low energy. And they can almost tell you how you've been feeling lately, which was like
wow,
nuts to me. Right. And they can tell, because of this and this, that you have some OCD tendencies versus this person constantly feels like they have no energy and their memory isn't working and they're emotionally incapable of like being a positive force in a relationship right now because they don't have it.
So they could read your brain like that? Damn, I need to get my fucking brain checked out.
You should. It's scary though, because like you when you see that like little like in there, you're like, what's that?
But it's, for me, that's a 2-hour drive. Shit.
Yeah.
Everything she talks about in this clip is 100% accurate. I can't believe that I've never seen this. Thankfully, it was finally sent to me. Even what she was talking about with the hertz, right? The sleeping hertz to the awake hertz, 4 hertz, 8 hertz, 12 hertz, all those things. I've seen my brain. I've done those EEGs, and it is fascinating to watch your brain respond to this therapy. Kevin Murphy, Peak Logic, PrTMS, they track that stuff real time. Every 5 sessions, you should be getting a brain scan and looking at how the neurons are responding to the treatment. And in my opinion, that is the best way to go through a TMS session, to do a TMS stent, is to actually see so you're not just filling out a PHQ-9, right? Your depression scale. You have the ability to see it. The provider has the ability to see it and know that they are on track and your brain is responding, number one. And number two, they're going in the right direction. I challenge anybody to do 10 sessions and tell me you don't feel better, you don't sleep better. Personally, I started seeing colors clearer. And that's a lot of what I hear too, is my vision's better. My tinnitus is fading. So many things when treating more spots on the brain than just standard TMS, depression, OCD, anxiety. Full brain treatment is Kevin Murphy's plan. It is not his plan, but his protocol is treat the whole brain, and you do see better results. I will attest till the day I die that PrTMS saved my life. And I've said it on this channel several times, told him to his face, I'm not alive unless he treated me in that same clinic that she was being treated in. Listening to it on Rogan, it's such a big deal. And I thank her for sharing that and just being raw, vulnerable, right? TMS is the way. It does help in in more ways than just depression, anxiety, PTSD, overall brain function as one. You treat the source, not the symptom, man. And that's exactly what Kevin Murphy's doing down there. And actually, I shouldn't even say down there, because that man is doing it all over the world. PrTMS.com. Look him up. Find a chair. If it's available, that's what I would recommend. It's going there.